The preliminaries of the Japanese offensive in the Southwest Pacific are underway, and there's indications that the main first objective is the Australian base at Port Moresby. Objectives in the Solomon Islands, particularly the outpost of Talugi, are to be occupied too, so as to secure the flank of the main thrust. A large invasion convoy is currently assembling in Rabaul and might have already left for Port Moresby. Its estimated time of arrival is May 7th, 4 days from now. 2 to 4 modern carriers based in trucks since late April are expected to support these attacks and should be already underway. A number of cruisers and possibly battleships are believed to be en route to the Rabaul area as well. They're going to join up with the invasion convoy and screen it from surface interference. Besides, due to the path that the enemy force will have to follow to Port Moresby, it will remain within reach of its shore-based fighter and bomber squadrons at all times. Admiral Fletcher aboard USS Yorktown and Task Force 17 will link up with the USS Lexington and Task Force 11 under Admiral Fitch, so as to replenish their fuel outside of the enemy's air umbrella. Then, the carriers are going to take the offensive and disrupt the enemy advance by striking at its exposed flanks, north and west of their starting position. Admiral Halsey has been ordered to the region, with carriers USS Enterprise and USS Hornet returning from their strike against the Japanese homeland, but they will likely arrive too late to take part in this battle. The American carrier force will be assisted by the Anzac Squadron under the command of Admiral Crace from the Royal Navy. This multinational force, made up of Australian and American cruisers, is going to be used as a dedicated surface strike group and could prove to be a pivotal asset as long as a surface engagement is sought under the right conditions. The Southwest Pacific Command under General MacArthur is keenly aware of the growing threat against its bases and will use all its available assets to counter it. Expect Allied search coverage and bombing attacks to be launched from Port Moresby. Unfortunately, due to inter-service boundaries between this Army-led Australian base headquarters and our own command structure, we have little hopes of coordinating the efforts with local Allied forces. Take this factor into account, as sighting and combat reports from Moresby and Australia might be affected by long delays and inherent risks of misidentification. If we were to fail at repelling the enemy attack, we cannot expect Port Moresby to resist long on its own, as its light garrison's ill-suited to resist the seasoned Japanese Army and Navy troops, which are earmarked for this operation. Besides, intel states that in case of early successes, further raids against bases on the Australian eastern coast are a real possibility. The enemy's advance must be stopped here and now. Otherwise, Australia itself could very well be next.